Hi children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine at home with your parents. Today we learn about chapter 5 safety and first aid. So children, what is safety? Stay away from danger is called safety. Stay away from danger is called safety. So, children, there are many ways which we can be injured or harmed if you do not careful. So, we should always try our best to live safely and follow the safety rules. It is very important to know the safety rules. We know very well accidents can happen anywhere and anytime. Most of the time, our carelessness results in an accident. So, accidents cause harm to our life or our property. To prevent an accident, it is better to follow some safety rules. So, the safety rules is very important for us. So, children, we must take care of ourselves so that we do not get hurt. So, we know very well accident that happen sometimes due to our own carelessness, that of others. So, children, we often get hurt when we are not careful. For example, if we are cutting something with a knife while watching TV, then we may cut our fingers with knife. So, to avoid getting hurt, we must follow some instructions. Such instructions are called safety rules. So, we must ensure that we always be alert and also take basic precautions wherever we are. So, children, accidents can happen anywhere and anytime. So, we must follow safety rules. Safety rules should be followed in home, school, park, and road. So, we should follow everywhere. We know very well home is safety place, but still some accidents happen at home. We know very well at home the common causes of accidents are fall, cut and wounds, electric shock and burns. So, it's happening at home too. To prevent these, a few safety rules should be kept in mind. So, children, most accidents at home happen in the kitchen, while handling electric, children handling sharp or pointed objects. We know very well fall. Fall is a very common accident that happens at home. So children, most of the time the carelessness they fell down. While they are playing with toys or other things. After that, they cannot scatter them on the floor. Otherwise, you or somebody else may trip over them and get hurt. So children, keep your toys and other things at a proper place. It's a toy or other things. After the work, you have to keep the proper place. Yes, otherwise, if somebody may trip over them and get hurt. Next, the bathroom floors should always be kept clean and dry, as they get slippery when wet. So you have to avoid the waters on the floor. We have to always keep the floor dry. And in the bathroom, we always keep the soap on the rack. Somebody may step on it and fall down. These things should be placed back to the place after uses. Without anything, whatever it may be, the things should be placed back to the places after they use. Children, while we are using stairs, we cannot play or rush on stairs. Otherwise, we fell down, we got injured. So please avoid play or rush on stairs. Okay children, the next common accident is burns. Like cuts, burn also happen at kitchen. We know very well burn accident mostly occur in the kitchen. So to be safe from these accidents, we must follow some safety rules. First, fire is very dangerous. Do not near the fire without adult. At the same time, while we are working with fire, you cannot wear synthetic clothes because they catch fire easily. So, wearing nylon synthetic clothes is a danger. So, do not light match stick for fun. And do not hold any hot vessels with wet hands. We know very well hot vessels is now only the person is taking from the gas. So, while you want to take the hot vessels, use tools to hold these hot vessels. Otherwise, you have to call an adult for help. After the cooking, always turn off the gas cylinder or gas stove when not in use. Do not distract your mother or others while cooking. So, when we are standing inside the kitchen, we don't distract the persons who will cook. At the same time, we cannot play with matchstick. And the next, if you want to touch hot vessels, you have to use towel or tool to handle these hot vessels. We know very well the cuts is mostly happen by the sharp object. So, if the sharp objects are not handled carefully, they can cause accidents. So, we have to avoid these to not play with sharp objects like a knife, blade, etc. So, children, when you are handling the sharp object, you will be very careful. So, without proper handling, you never hold the sharp object. And do not throw stones or bubbles at others. It will make a big harm them. We know very well the vegetables and fruits. When we peel the skin, we must be thrown in the dustbin. So, to avoid any accident or mishap by slipping, so we use after the waste in the dustbin. So children, do not leave sharp objects lying unattended. So it is also harm us. So leaving the things here and there make the land pollution and make unsafe. So we have to properly handle the waste things. Children, we know while handling the sharp object, we always be careful. And if you pass the sharp object to another one, like knife or scissor. We know very well the sharp object have 2 points. One is the handler and another one is a sharp. So when you are giving the sharp object to another one, the handle is should be always face on the opposite and sharp things is faced on us. So you have to follow the rules. Children, we have to handle proper the waste. Next, electric shock. We know very well without electric we cannot do anything. These things very useful and make our life easy and comfortable. So we must learn to use them correctly and avoid accidents at home. Children must never handle electrical things on their own. Never use new electrical appliance without reading instructions manual carefully. So, switch off plug or device with dry hands only. So, children, do not touch electrical connections with wet hands. You might hit an electrical shock. So, you have to switch off plug or device with dry hands only. There should be no neck wires near your place of work or play. Children, never handle any electrical instrument which is not work properly without first switching it off. Children, turn off the main switch if you see a spark or someone gets an electric shock. So first, if you are having any danger, first you have to turn off the main switch. Children, next, one of the big accident is a poisoning. Yes, consumption of medicines and chemicals without asking any elder can cause accidents. So, we have to avoid these accidents. Follow the rules given below. So, children, do not take any medicine without consulting a doctor. Remember, it can be dangerous. At the same time, a wrong medicine may harm you. So, without doctor's instruction, we cannot take any medicine. So, we know very well, medicine should not be kept in unlabeled bottles because after the few times we forgot the uses of the tablet. So, we cannot be kept in unlabeled bottles. And the children, poisonous chemicals should be labeled and kept away from children's reach. And the next one, throw away the medicines if they have crossed date of expiry. So, we know very well each and every item have some of the expiry date. So, after the date, we have to throw away the medicines if they have crossed the date. Children, not only medicals, some chemical we are using for cleaning purpose like washing, mopping, toilet cleaner. So, we have to keep the chemicals away from children because it will poison. So, we have to keep some of the chemicals away from children. Okay. Next, safety rules at school. We know very well to avoid accidents in school, we must follow the following safety rules. Children, we know very well when you are using the staircase, we Do not slide down the railing of a staircase because it can be dangerous. At the same time, do not run or play on the stairs. Do not run or play in the classroom. At the same time, you cannot jump on benches or desk. At the same time, you do not rush up and down the staircase. Do not push each other. You may fall and get hurt. We know very well. Inside the classroom, you do not throw chalk pieces at one another. So children, you have to follow some safety rules at school also. It is very important to follow some safety rules to avoid accident. Next, safety rules in the playground and the swimming pool. While we are playing, we have to wait for our turn while using the swings. Do not push each other or fight while in the playground. Always play a safe game. At the same time, wait for your turn. Children, if you find some stones or glass pieces, broken pieces, when you touch broken glasses, be careful because it cut your fingers. So, glasses on the ground, put them in the dustbin because they may hurt your feet. So, it is safer to avoid. So, when you handle the thing, we have to handle properly to avoid danger. And stand in queue for getting in and out of a bus. To children without adult, we cannot move to swimming pool. We know playing in swimming pool really is fun, but safety is important to protect ourselves in or around the water. So, without adult, we never enter swimming pool and use a swimming tube if you are not an expert swimmer. At the same time, do not pull anyone from or push anyone into the water. It is danger. So, never dive into shallow swimming pool. We know very well it will harm us. Next, safety on road. We know very well most of the accident, or at least the most dangerous things it's happen on the road. So we have to follow safety rules. So to avoid accidents on road, we follow the safety rules given below. Use a zebra crossing or a subway for crossing the road. When you want to cross the road, you must use zebra crossing or subway. If zebra crossing is not made on the road, first look to your right, then left and again to your right before crossing to a road. So it is the one of the safety rules. Yes, while we are crossing the road, we have to use the zebra crossing. Otherwise, you have to check the both roadside. First your right side, then left, again right before crossing a road. We know very well if there are traffic lights, cross the road when the green signal for you. Yes, follow the traffic lights and road signs. Do not run or play on the road. You might get hurt. Children, walk on the footpath. Always move on footpath, the side of road. Do not stand on the footboard of a moving vehicle. You may fall down. And do not lean out of the window of moving vehicle. You might get hurt. So, when moving vehicle, we do not lean out of the window and check the road. It is a bad habit because it might get hurt. So, children, we know very well the accident is happen anywhere and any time. So, any event that happens unexpectedly and harm us is called an accident. Any event that happens unexpectedly and harm us is called an accident. So, if we want to prevent from accident means we should follow some basic safety rules. Children, we know today we check some basic safety rules at home, park, school and swimming pool. So please you have to follow the safety rules at any time. Let's discuss book exercise. Take your page number 42. A. Tick the correct option. Question number 1. To prevent a person from falling on a wet bathroom floor. To prevent a person from falling on a wet bathroom floor. Option A. Keep it clean and dry. B. Keep it wet and slippery. C. Keep it slippery. D. Keep it dirty. The answer is option A. Keep it clean and dry. Second one. Which clothes should not be worn in the kitchen? Which clothes should not be worn in the kitchen? Option A. Cotton clothes. B. Woolen clothes. C. Synthetic clothes. D. Both A and B. The answer is option C. Synthetic clothes. The answer is option C. Synthetic clothes. Third one. If a person faints. If a person faints. Option A. Place an ice cube on head. B. Sprinkle water on head and fish. C. Apply cold cream on head. D. Sprinkle coffee on head and face. The answer is option B. Sprinkle water on head and face. The answer is option B. Sprinkle water on head and face. Fourth one. Baking soda and cold cream can be applied in case of. Baking soda and cold cream can be applied in case of. Option A. Insect bite. B. Fainting. C. Poisoning. D. Fracture. The answer is option A. Insect bites. The answer is option A. Insect bites. Fifth one. Before crossing a road, look to your. Before crossing a road, look to your. Option A. Right, then left and again to right. B. Left, again left and then right. C. Left, then right and again to right. D. Left only. The answer is A. Option A. Right, then left and again to right. So the answer is option A, right, then left and again to right. B, true or false? Accidents may occur if we are careful. Accidents may occur if we are careful. The answer is true. The answer is true. Second one. We should cross the road at zebra crossing. We should cross the road at zebra crossing. The answer is true. The answer is true. If a person faints, we should keep the head higher than rest of the body. If a person faints, we should keep the head higher than rest of the body. The answer is false. The answer is false. Fourth one. Immediate help given to an injured person is called medical aid. Immediate help given to an injured person is called medical aid. The answer is false. The answer is false. Fifth one. In case of poisoning, we should apply a paste of washing soda and cold cream on patient's head. In case of poisoning, we should apply a paste of washing soda and cold cream on patient's head. The answer is false. The answer is false. C. Give one word for the following. Question number 1. Immediate or first help given to an injured person before the doctor arrives. Immediate or first help given to an injured person before the doctor arrives. The answer is first aid. The answer is first aid. 2. Chemicals that should be kept away from children's reach. Chemicals that should be kept away from children's reach. The answer is poisonous. The answer is poisonous. Third one. Vegetable and fruit peels should be disposed of here. Vegetable and fruit peels should be disposed of here. The answer is dustbin. The answer is dustbin. Fourth one. An insect which can bite you. An insect which can bite you. The answer is wasp. The answer is wasp.